Hey everybody, Bearded Rogue here, and today I'm going to do something a little different for Vlogust. So, one of the things that has come to my attention is that the people of Scotland may be some of my favorite people on the planet. They overwhelmingly voted against Brexit, they don't like Donald Trump, they like wrestling, a lot of them are big into board games. So, when I heard about what they call the second national drink of Scotland, Irn Bru, for those who cannot read the can with its missing letters and slightly changed name. The first national drink of Scotland, of course, being whiskey, which is another reason to love Scotland. When I heard about this being talked about by a lot of wrestling people online and various other individuals, I, of course, had to track down a copy. And then, as if that wasn't enough, my worlds collided, and I Heart Museums on Twitter mentioned it, and that she really wanted one, and that was like what sealed the deal. So I went and looked this up in my local area to see where I could find it, and of course I was able to find it at Jungle Jim's, a local market here in Cincinnati. Jungle Jim's is, to call it a grocery store would be a misnomer. Jungle Jim's is like 10 acres of food. They import stuff from everywhere. They have entire sections devoted to various nationalities or ethnic types of food. They have an entire gluten-free section, a natural foods section, produce like you've never seen before. It's the first place I've ever actually seen a durian in the real world. You can buy various different kinds of meat there. They carry exotic meat sometimes. They're a really amazing place. So I figured if I was going to find it anywhere, I was going to find it there. So sure enough, I mentioned them on Twitter, and they're like, yeah, we've got some. So that was earlier this week. So today I finally got the time to actually drive up there to go get it. So I have a can now. I have a can, and then I also have a bottle here of Irn Bru. So I didn't know how much I was going to like it, so I didn't want to buy a ton, but I wanted to have enough that I could at least get a sense of it and a try of it. And, you know, some things taste different coming out of the bottle versus coming out of the can, so I wanted to give it a fair shake, and see if the fine people of Scotland are just as right about this as they are about anything else. It's the #1 soft drink in Scotland. It's ahead of Coca-Cola, it's ahead of Pepsi. I'm typically a Coca-Cola guy, my favorite being Raspberry Coke, which is hard to find over here in the States. You can get it at, out of any freestyle fountain that you'll see popping up all over the country. It's much more common in Europe, I'm given to understand. Raspberry is a much more common flavor in Europe than cherry is over here. So it's something that they already made. It's not something they invented for Coke Freestyle. They just finally decided to let us Americans actually have some, and I love it. I love pretty much all flavored Cokes. Vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, even the Coke with lime was my jam. So that's typically where I'm at. That's their #2. This is their #1. The advertising campaigns for this used to advertise that it was made out of authentic Scottish girders. And as you can see from the clear bottle, it has a very distinct orange color that would make you believe that maybe there is some rust in here. Apparently that's unfounded, or at least the stuff that's in it that used to be questionable was not really there. The only thing that really lets them claim that it's filled with iron is the ferric ammonium citrate that's listed here. Ferric, of course, being iron. I don't know that that's what gives it its color. It also lists yellow #6 and a few other things in here. Carbonated citrus fruit flavor soft drink is what it says it is. And it told me to serve it chilled, which is why I'm just now recording this video, even though I bought this earlier this morning, because I wanted to give it time to actually get cold. So we're going to crack this open, and I'm going to go ahead and take a drink, and we're going to find out whether or not I like it. So, on camera, so you guys can see. That is unlike anything I have ever had. It's really good. It's really good. It reminds me of, if you guys have ever had Big Red, which is popular down in the southern states. That's the closest thing I can think of that it compares to. Like, it's not exactly like that. A lot of Americans apparently say it tastes like bubble gum, and I can kind of see why with the aftertaste, but I also agree with the people of Scotland that anybody who thinks it tastes like bubble gum is a little weird. I'm going to have some more. Yeah, I don't regret this at all. This is awesome. People of Scotland, you are right again. I don't know if I'm going to be leaving Coke for it, because it's not very easy to get here, but this is definitely something that I could drink just any time. I'm given to understand that it mixes well, too, particularly with rum. Yeah, this is great. Brewed in Scotland to a secret recipe since 1901. Well, you guys have been doing something right. And I don't care how secret your recipe is. This is quality stuff. So yeah, that's kind of it. I was wanting to see what my initial impressions were and to record it, but my initial impression is double thumbs up. Like, this is awesome stuff, and now I just kind of want to be alone with my can and drink it. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through me drinking the whole can, but just know, I recommend Irn Bru. I think it's solid. It's definitely a good beverage, especially if you like sweet beverages. It is sweet. There's no lying about that. It's not tart. It's not bitter. It's not like, sweet is the overwhelming portion of it. It is carbonated like most sodas, but it's not even got that, like, soda water tang to it. It's very sweet, and I really love it. Anyway, so that's it. Irn Bru. Bearded Rogue, thumbs up. Yay, Scotland. See you guys later.